Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. If you like the video today, please comment and share it. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. Special thanks to my producer today, Mr. Logan Landers. Let me tell y'all a little secret about Logan. He's the University of Georgia's #1 fan, and this is one of his favorite players. So if you like the video today, please comment and share it here on 100 Yards Football. Today, our video is on our NFL Draft Prospect 2024 Lad McConkey, wide receiver, University of Georgia. So if you like the video, please comment and share it. You look at the University of Georgia and you look at all the success they've had over the last 2 years, man, back-to-back national championships. Everybody talk about all the great players they've had on defense, and the Kobe Dean, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Quay Walker, just all the great football players that they've sent into the NFL draft, Kelly Ringo. And then you're looking from an offensive standpoint, everybody's talking about how great Brock Bowers is. What they should. He's a very, very special talent. But to me, the most underrated player, pound for pound, on the University of Georgia football team has been this young man on the screen, Lad McConkey. Every time you look up, the gentleman is making a big-time play, man. And I go back 2 years ago, in Georgia's first national championship run, he had a touchdown in the national championship game against Alabama. Then I go back to last year in 2022, when he had 58 receptions. He went over 762 yards. He had 7 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns on the ground. A lot of people didn't really talk about him. But think about this. He had that key 74-yard touchdown run against Mississippi State. Then in the biggest game against Tennessee, last year, #1 Tennessee coming to Athens, playing #2 Georgia. He had that big 35-yard reception for a touchdown, and he beat the DB like he wasn't even there. And this young man was a 3-star prospect coming out of North Murray High School up there in Chatsworth, Georgia. The University of Georgia was his only major D1 offer. But let me tell you something. Pound for pound, he's probably been the most valuable player on both of the back-to-back national championships teams. Because I said big-time players make big-time plays. This gentleman on the screen, every time his number is called, he's made a play. Unfortunately, this year, he's been injured. But go back to the Auburn game a couple of weeks ago. He came in that game and had 4 big receptions for 38 yards, and to me, changed the focus of the Georgia defense that day. The Georgia offense. But when you look at the gentleman's skill set, he's got everything you need to make it at the next level. Fluid athlete, A+. The one thing about Lad McConkey, he's got excellent short area quickness. He's beating everybody in the slot. He's got tremendous straight line speed, A+. Great separation, A+. Tracks the ball well downfield when it's over his head. Very special talent to have, A+. He's consistent escaping the jam at the line of scrimmage, A+. Excellent blocker on the outside, willing to do anything for the football team, A+. And he's a legitimate vertical threat, A+. And third down value, go back to the Auburn game. He was huge in that game a couple of weeks ago, A+. And his release, as I said, he can get off the line of scrimmage, is an A+. And when you look at his talent, I think about Hunter Renfrow right now is with the Raiders. I think he's just as good as him. I think he's got the same qualities as a Julian Edelman. I think he's got the same qualities as a Brandon Stokely. But he puts me in the mind of a gentleman that played at the University of Tulsa back in 1965. And once I saw him play Mr. McConkey last year, he put me in the mind of Howard Twilley, who was an outstanding receiver on the Miami Dolphins 1972 team. But in 1965, he was a Heisman Trophy runner-up to Mike Garrett. Mr. Twilley at the University of Tulsa had over 1,700 yards receiving. And then Mr. McConkey got a little Wes Welker in him and Steve Logic. He's a quality football player, and he's a legitimate NFL draft prospect. I wouldn't be surprised if he go in the second round, no later than the third round. He's a special talent, man. And he's a more better football player than I ever thought he would be at the University of Georgia. And he's one of the best right now in college football, all at the wide receiver position. Lad McConkey, me, Mr. Vincent Turner, has got a lot of respect for you, man. You are a legitimate 2024 NFL draft prospect. Go Dogs. Kudos to Kirby Smart for developing in this young man. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. We'll surely appreciate it here at 100 Yards Football. Special thanks to my producer today who's making it happen. They're very talented, Mr. Logan Landers.